In the last 30 days alone, a blockchain developer made over $1 million in passive income with their automated trading bot. 100% verifiable on the blockchain. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how they did that and how you can learn these same high-value coding skills to take advantage of all the crazy opportunity for blockchain developers. Whether you're trying to create your own trading bots, do flash loans, whatever. I'm going to talk about all this in this video today as a blockchain developer myself who's actually done this. So if you're new around here, hey, I'm Gregory, and on this channel, I turn you into a blockchain master. So if that's something that you're interested in, then smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to this channel. And if you learn how to become a blockchain master so you can pull this type of stuff off, then I can show you how to do that step by step from start to finish over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. All right, so let's get into this. Let's talk about this blockchain developer that made over $1 million in passive income in a single month with their trading bot. Now, let me stress, that's pure profit, okay? So this developer is getting really famous because they've been doing this consistently for quite some time now. I've been tracking them on chain, and lots of other people know him by now or he or she, because they go by the nickname Jared from Subway.eth, okay? So in case you don't know what that refers to, this was the guy from the Subway commercials way back in the day who lost a bunch of weight and then went down in flames in a bunch of legal issues for reasons that I won't discuss on this channel. You can just Google that. And so how are they doing this? Well, it's not exactly what you might think, okay? They haven't created this trading bot that's trying to predict what the future cryptocurrency price is doing and then buying and selling at different points in order to perform the market and make a profit that way, okay? So this is completely different. This is what's called an MEV bot, which stands for minor extractable value or maximal extractable value, depending on who you ask, okay? So what is that? Well, basically, MEV means that there's all this value that's sitting there on the blockchain that can be extracted by anyone, okay? And typically, bots do this. So if you think about an arbitrage opportunity, if you can buy a token on one place and sell on another, that's some type of value that you can extract that's just sitting there on chain, okay? That's an example of minor extractable value, or MEV. But there's other types of MEV. I won't get into all of them, but one strategy that you can do to extract MEV is what's called a sandwich bot. So how does that work? Well, that's exactly what this developer is doing, and it's one of the most profitable MEV strategies out there, okay? That's how he's able to make over $1 million a month this way, and it's been doing that consistently for quite some time. So really this has to do with a sandwich attack, okay? So I'll explain what that is. So basically, whenever you go to buy a token, let's say on Uniswap, for example, you go, specify the token that you have in your wallet. Okay, let's say you have 1 Ether and you want to buy some other token. Let's just pick one, right? Whatever this token is, right? And you say it's going to give you back this many. Well, whenever you connect your wallet and you click swap, that transaction is going to go through to the blockchain. But there's something that people can do that's manipulative in this case, where as they see your transaction coming in, all right, they can buy some cryptocurrency right before you, okay? And then that's going to push the price up. So whenever you actually purchase the cryptocurrency, you're going to get back less tokens than you thought you were going to. So it's a worse price in this case. And whenever you do that, you've then pushed the price up so that the transaction that they did before yours is now in profit, and they can immediately sell right after you and make a profit, okay? So that's essentially what a sandwich attack does, and that's what these bots are looking for. They're watching for transactions coming into the blockchain, and as they sense those, it buys right before, you get back less tokens than you thought you did, and then they sell right after you to make an instant profit, and they do this on rinse and repeat over and over and over again. And that's exactly what you can see, the transactions from this wallet. It's like 47 seconds ago, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute. Every single minute, new transactions are coming in, and those profits add up and compound over time, especially if he holds on to any of the tokens that he gets and they appreciate in value to where he's able to make over $1 million a month. So how is this even possible, okay? Well, you have to understand how the mempool works with blockchains, because that is the key to making this whole thing work, all right? So whenever you go to an app like Uniswap and you put in a token and you say, hey, I want to get this other token, you click swap. Well, before that, you might notice that transaction takes a little bit to actually confirm before you get back a receipt. You might see this little loading, wheel in your wallet that says, hey, please wait. And then you wait, and then you see the receipt here on the blockchain that looks kind of like this. Well, that's because your transaction goes to a place called the mempool before it actually gets included on the blockchain. So basically, this mempool is like a temporary holding state where all the transactions that are trying to get included in the blockchain at the same time are going before they get included on chain, okay? And because most of these blockchains are fee-based models, all right, if you pay a higher gas fee, your transaction is most likely going to get included first, okay? So what this bot does is it detects that a transaction is coming in, all right, sees that you're trying to buy this token, and it's going to pay a slightly higher fee to get ahead of you to buy that token before you, all right? Then your transaction is going to go through, and then once you've pushed the price up, he can submit a transaction, whoever can submit a transaction after you to cream a profit off that to do the sandwich attack. And that's all possible because they have visibility into the mempool in order to do this. All right, so that's an overview of how this developer is making over $1 million a month with these sandwich bots. Now, if you're listening to this going like, that sounds kind of exploitative, okay, I would agree with you, okay? For that reason, I don't personally do sandwich attacks. I don't code out sandwich bots. And I don't really teach other people how to do that for this same reason, because it is exploitative. Because when somebody's going to buy a token on chain, then, you shouldn't have a predatory actor sitting there, manipulating the price and then selling after you, okay? But that's not the only type of MEV like I was talking about. There are other types of MEV that are completely legit, completely ethical that you can do as a blockchain developer that can still make you passive income. And you can do them with bots. So what are those types of things? So one of my favorites definitely is cryptocurrency arbitrage, especially across DEXs, okay? So basically this is buying cryptocurrency on one exchange and selling it on another exchange for a profit. So there's all these different decentralized exchanges out there like Uniswap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, the list goes on that are on the same blockchain that you have open access to, okay? And cryptocurrencies are very volatile, meaning the price goes up and down like crazy. And because that's true, these DEXs fall out of sync. And whenever they do fall out of sync, there's opportunities to buy cryptocurrency on one exchange and sell at another for profit. And you can create bots to do that. They just watch for these opportunities to happen, and then they make the purchase and make the trade that way. You're not doing it on centralized exchanges like Binance and Coinbase. You're doing it on DEXs like Uniswap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, etc. And what's even cooler about this strategy is you don't even have to use any of your own cryptocurrency in order to perform these arbitrages. So if you were doing arbitrage on between Coinbase and Binance, for example, you'd actually have to go buy the cryptocurrency with your own money and then go sell it, all right? But if you don't have any cryptocurrency to get started, you don't want to risk it, well, you can use flash loans. So basically, this is a technique where you can borrow millions of dollars of cryptocurrency on the blockchain for free, as long as you pay it back in the same transaction. And you can use flash loans to do these arbitrage trades. So basically, you take out a loan, you buy the tokens on one exchange, you sell on the other exchange for a profit, and then pay that back. All right, so another type of way that you can ethically do miner extractable value is with DeFi liquidations, okay? Now, this is not my favorite way because, people have to lose money in order for this to occur, but, these are participants who, took on a really risky behavior and violated, terms of a platform. So let me explain. So basically, you have all these, lending markets, like Aave, for example, looks like a bank where you can deposit cryptocurrency on one side and take out a loan on the other. And there's different ways to do liquidations on trading platforms, but let's just use this as a simple example. So let's say somebody's using this app and they deposit crypto, they borrow crypto, and then the crypto they're borrowing or they're depositing, let's say the price of that crypto fluctuates like crazy, and now the crypto that they have locked in the protocol is worth less than the amount that they've borrowed or something like that, right? Well, basically the whole idea is now you don't have enough collateral in the protocol itself, and you have sort of violated those terms in that case, and now you're open for liquidation. Basically, they can liquidate your position to recover the loss in that case. So these are decentralized protocols, which means they're not necessarily going to process the liquidation themselves, like anybody can do it, all right? And that's when you can create a liquidation bot to basically recover the funds like a bounty almost, and then, settle out that position, and you can get a reward for doing that, okay? Because you have to front the currency in order to do that. But just like the arbitrage example, you can take out flash loans in order to process these liquidations and then pay them back, all right? So you don't actually have to use any of your money. You can borrow all the money you need with flash loans and pay them back in the same transaction, and then do MEV this way. All right, so that's an overview of Jared from Subway and how he's making over $1 million per month with his trading bot on chain with sandwich attack with miner extractable value. Now, again, I know sandwich attacks are exploitative. I talked about that in this video, but that's not the only way that you can do MEV. You can do it with other things like arbitrage trading. You can do it with liquidations. and many more. And so if you want to get the blockchain development skills that you need in order to pull off this type of thing, then definitely smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. But I can show you to get pro blockchain skills just like this, that you can become a blockchain master over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. Okay. You really don't have to be an expert to get started today. I've helped people with zero coding experience become real world blockchain developers in a matter of months. So that's all I've got. Until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.